the wall? Who is the fairest of all? Who is the fairest of all? Have you heard this before? Yes. Listen to me, my dear friend. Good morning, Honorable Judge, teachers, and my beloved friend. My name is Beren Pramandita from Bandung Vocational High School. The title of my story for today is Snow White, the fairest princess of all. Once upon a time, there lived a lovely princess with fair skin and blue eyes. She was so fair that she was named Snow White. The mother died when Snow White was a baby, and her father married again. Snow White lived with a beautiful queen who was too pretty, but very cruel and mean. The weak stepmother wanted to be the most beautiful lady in the kingdom, and she often asked her magic mirror, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" And the magic mirror said, "You are, Your Majesty." On the following day, the queen asked again, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" And the magic mirror answered, "You are, Your Majesty." On the next day, the queen asked for the third time, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" And the magic mirror replied, "You are, Your Majesty." But one day, when the queen asked, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" Snow White said the mirror that hung on the wall. The queen was jealous and told one of her men, "Make sure I never see Snow White again." The man could not bear to harm Snow White, so he abandoned her in the woods that night. Snow White was scared and began to cry until she saw a little house nearby. There was nobody there, but she found 7 plates on the table and 7 sitting beds in the bedroom. Snow White decided to cook a wonderful meal and clean the house. Finally, she felt tired and slept on the tiny beds. At night, the 7 dwarfs came back and saw Snow White sleeping. When she woke up and told them her story, the 7 dwarfs asked her to stay with them. Meanwhile, the queen was very happy. She thought Snow White was dead. And to her grand magic mirror, she proudly said, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" But the mirror replied, "Snow White." The queen was angry and worked out a plan. "I kill her by myself, if I can." Dressed as a beggar, the queen looked for a Snow White and found Snow White in the 7 dwarfs' house. She gave her a poison apple to bite. "Pretty little child, let me in. Look what I have for you." As Snow White saw a shiny red apples, she opened the door. Snow White ate the apples and fell to the ground. When the dwarfs found her, each one of them frowned. They thought the lovely Snow White was dead. So they kept her nearby in a beautiful bed. But in truth, she had been poisoned by a magical spell. Only true love kiss could make Snow White well. day, a young prince passing by and saw a beautiful lady in the bed. He kissed Snow White and suddenly she opened her eyes. The prince and the seven dwarfs was very happy. The prince married Snow White and took her to the palace. They lived happily ever after. Dear friend, is this story fun? This story tells us that we should be kind to people and be grateful of what we have.